5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you set 1 of CJ Entus versus STX Set played on the 27th of November. We have a game between Modesty and Hydra. Modesty is the red Zerg at the 9 o'clock position, and Hydra is the yellow Zerg here at the 3 o'clock position. So this is going to be hopefully exciting Pro League series. There we see Hydra here wearing yellow, just like the color in his, just like his color in the game right now. So good for him. I think things are working out. Modesty is wearing a teal jacket. That color is not working out for him, at least when it comes to any sort of color matching scheme. Hydra is, of course, the second manliest pro gamer around, whereas Modesty, significantly less manly. So in this matchup here, these two players are fairly evenly matched. Even though Modesty has only a 48% win rate overall, he's sort of an okay-ish player, he is 58% against Zerg. So he is certainly capable, I think, of taking a game off Hydra. On the other hand, Hydra, former MSL champion 2 MSLs ago, and he is 60% against Zerg, so he is clearly plenty capable of winning against anyone. I'm saying 2 white guys in the audience here. Pro League is still very popular. That is excellent to see. Maybe it is because this is one of the first series in the Pro League. That's why those people are here, but I prefer to think that they're here just because they want to watch StarCraft, even though Pro League is not necessarily as popular. And not popular, that's not the correct word. It's not necessarily as prestigious, at least these earlier games, when compared to the Star Leagues, but they are certainly popular in Korea. People love watching them, and I enjoy the Pro League games as well. Here we see Hydra going for 12 hatch with gas build, whereas Modesty has put down not 12 hatch. Hydra has gone for 12 pool gas build, whereas Modesty has put down 12 hatch. So in theory, Modesty is going to have an economic lead because of his earlier expansion here when compared with Hydra. In theory, 12 hatch beats 12 pool. Hydra has actually put down another hatchery after putting down his pool, so he is going to be on 2 bases too, although he is going to be economically behind. I don't think it matters too much in such a high level of Zerg versus Zerg, though, when both players have such excellent win rates. The build order advantages don't matter as much as good judgment, as a good sense of strategy, and a good sense of micro. Especially micro is probably the most critical factor, I have to argue, in these days in Zerg versus Zerg. But we shall see what these two players go for here. Strategy can, of course, matter a great deal. I mean, there are some builds that are very, very difficult to come back. Remember Zero versus J-Dong way back into the semifinals of the MSL. I believe it was the semifinals, right, and he beat J-Dong mostly because of superior strategy. J-Dong just went for 12 hatch every single game. That was not a winning strategy. You can't go the same build over and over again. People find a weakness and kill you. It doesn't matter who you are. Flash, in his heyday, back in 2008, was arrogant like that too. He always went for the 14cc without scout, and it wasn't long before players were thrashing him left and right and punishing him for doing that. Remember, there was an ace matching in Pro League back then. There was Flash versus J-Dong. Everybody was looking forward to an absolutely epic match. That Flash 14cc's, J-Dong 9 pools. That was just sad on Flash's part. Anyway, it looks like Modesty has not been idle during this time when I'm rambling on. Modesty has started to build a few Zerglings and sent them to the front here. Perhaps he is looking to set up some sort of attack on Hydra's base. Modesty does have the economic advantage. He should have resources to spare to build a few extra Zerglings. On the other hand, Hydra does have the tech advantage. He has gone for the gas earlier, and he has gotten his layer and spire down faster. He is potentially able to get out a few more air units faster, and he is going to be able to build some Scourge first and send them over to Modesty's base, perhaps hoping to snipe one of Modesty's Mulists as they come out. Modesty is massing up Zerglings. He has speed. Hydra does not appear to have speed. It could be very dangerous if Hydra stumbles out of his base to engage. That would be disastrous. On the other hand, Hydra does have that sunken colony in an excellent defensive position. He's got plenty of Zerglings to blockade. I'm not sure whether a direct attack by Modesty here would be advisable. I think Modesty would be wise to keep his Zerglings to deny the gas, because he can do that without too much of a problem. But no, Modesty is going in for the direct attack. This does not look good. His Zerglings are getting confused here and just complete massacre of Modesty's forces by Hydra. Hydra took almost no casualties. This is what I mean. Attacking to its entrenched position like that is almost never a good idea. Hydra immediately explained that after you put down Extractor there as natural. Hydra not missing a beat here. Modesty, though, not quite out of it. He still has a few Zerglings. He's trying to sneak them around. Hydra has built a good number of Mulists early. He is going to string his forces over to Modesty's base. He sent his Zerglings over, and he sent his Mulists to hunt down some of these Zerglings here. It looks like this could be a devastating attack. Modesty needs to morph additional defenses right now. He needs Zerglings to pop out at his natural right now, or it's going to be GG for him. Big battle here. Modesty has nothing at his natural defense. Big battle in the main of Modesty's. Modesty's losing a Mulist there to Scourge. Everything going disastrously wrong for Modesty, I have to say. Hydra, while Modesty has managed to sneak a few Zerglings into Hydra's base here. Oh, there is a sunken colony there. Hydra is desperately trying to pick it off. I think he can kill it, and then he can go to town on that natural hatchery. Hydra also bring his Mulist over to hunt down more drones at the natural. So Modesty in desperate trouble here. Hydra migrating very well, picking off Scourge without problems. Modesty does not have the units to try to save both bases at once, but Modesty somehow managed to build up a decent number of units to ward Hydra back for now, even though Hydra did a lot of damage to Modesty's base. Whatever economic advantage Modesty may have gained from that 12 hatch, the early 12 hatch, is completely nullified at this point. Well, it can't be an early 12 hatch. 12 hatch is just the type of build of Mystic Time. There is no such thing as early 12 hatch. So that was a mistake on my part. Anyway, well, yeah, one of many mistakes, I'm sure. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but Modesty is in trouble here. I have to say he desperately needs to micro his next battle well. If he can fight a really good field battle and defeat Hydra in the field, he might have a chance to win this game. Hydra, with the economic and the army advantage, is sitting pretty now, and this is what I mean. Hydra, excellent player, even though he was somewhat behind economically, he had an excellent sense of when to attack. Once he defeated Modesty's initial attack, Hydra knew that he had to go straight for the counter-assault, and he attacked at 2 different locations. Modesty just literally did not have enough forces to deal with both, and he took heavy damage because of that. So Hydra clearly knew what he was doing, and Modesty, I felt, made a big mistake with that early assault. Anyway, big battle here outside the natural of Modesty. This time, Hydra does not appear to have done too well. Modesty is landing all sorts of Scourge, and Hydra in desperate trouble here. He's forced to retreat. Things going disastrously wrong for Hydra now, and oh no for Hydra. Looking at his eyes, he looked kind of surprised there. I have to say, things are not looking so good for Hydra. He has managed to rebuild some forces at his base. Modesty, sensing blood, is going for the kill again. Modesty coming in, he's going to try to do what damage he can. Hydra with forces ready to counter, bringing out all sorts of Scourge, landing some of them. Now Hydra building more Scourge, both players microing furiously here. It looks like Hydra has managed to land more Scourge, and Modesty might actually be in some serious trouble here. Both players playing out of their minds, I have to say. Very back and forth game, but now Modesty has lost the battle, and Hydra is victorious, it seems. Modesty going to lose all his Mulists, and I have to feel this must be GG. The thing is, Modesty needed to win that battle. He can't afford the loss of his units. His economy is not as good as Hydra's. He didn't even inflict that much economic damage. Like, if he killed 2 or 3 drones, I would say he probably still has a chance. But now he has no army and no economy. He can't win under those circumstances. And I think Hydra is just going to... Ooh, Hydra hunting down that second Mulist there. Modesty trying to be clever, split off his Mulist to try to save one of them at least, but it didn't work out for him. Now I think Hydra is going to just go straight for the final assault and finish this game And Modesty, I don't know. He didn't play that well. I just think that initial assault was a big mistake. If he hadn't done that, who knows how this game may have turned out. He should have used those Zerglings to deny the gas. That's what I felt he should have done. He could have at least delayed it for some time, if not, deny it outright. But those are the chops there. Modesty took a risk. I thought it was a high risk, low reward situation. You do not want to do those things. Attacking to Prince position, that's a high risk. The reward, he might have like 4 Zerglings at the end to kill a few drones, but by which time Hydra would surely have additional Zerglings out. I think he was trying to catch Hydra before he got his air units out. That's what he was trying to do. Anyway, this game is over at this point. One final battle here. Modesty needs Micro out of his mind to win, but Hydra has already sniped all sorts of drones. 2 drones there, mining gas. Modesty cannot afford these losses here. Even if Hydra somehow loses this battle, I think he'll be fine. But it doesn't look like that will be the case. Hydra is going to take the battle. He's going to wipe out almost all of the mutalisks here. And he keeps killing drones during this time. That's another big thing. Modesty's attacks didn't really do any economic damage, while Hydra was always very consistent about picking off drones in between killing the mutalisks here. GG coming from Modesty. Very well done, I have to say, by Hydra. Look at that. He looks pleased.